The slander by Natalie Bollinger that is bred and spread by these Natalie Bollinger groups and by these web sleuth groups that shows motive for why the public harmed me. Police not doing their jobs to do something about the physical harm against me or the harassment shows their motive for the crimes that they committed. The fact that I spoke out about it also shows their motives for the crimes that they have committed. For these supposed mandated reporters, their motivation, their motive for not doing their job, it's called plausible deniability. If they refuse to look at the evidence, then they don't get in any trouble. Meanwhile, I have sent them evidence, and I can't possibly do this all by myself. My sister has stated this. Mandy Singer has stated this. Many people have stated this. You want me to just move on and be homeless somewhere where I will be victimized even more because I am an at-risk adult. This is not okay. Now, obviously, people are afraid of law enforcement everywhere because they're not doing their jobs. Their money is all going to settlements for people who have help. All of the money for battered women's shelters that the sheriff's departments took over in the late 90s and early 2000s. All of the money for those has already been spent. It's been spent to pay settlements for people who have help, who have family who cares, who have the money for a real lawyer. People in houses who actually have rights. What you aren't understanding is that I had to go through all of this victimization before Natalie was killed. I've had to go through this my entire life because of poverty, because of lack of a family who gives a shit. I spent over $1,400 to get help from my sister, and how's that gonna help when she's off in fucking Tweakerville? All of them want to talk over me and make excuses. Oh, you don't have their birth date, so you can't turn it in. That was Marcia Estrada's excuse. I went back through the screensavers. I had to lower the video quality so that I could actually make videos, so that I could post them. Unfortunately, that video quality prevents people from reading the screensavers. The only way to show it is in person. Mandy Singer was afraid that Lisa was going to do this. This is also the same thing that I was afraid of. Why were we both afraid of this? Because I sent the evidence that I had tried to get help from Missy Bruce all the way back in 2017. I didn't get a hold of Natalie to stalk her. It wasn't about me not being able to take no for an answer. I wasn't after her vagina. I was after help stopping the abuse so I could see my loved ones. Loved ones who were positive. I mean, yes, I do love Brenda Dickinson, but she wasn't positive. She was in pain from rheumatoid arthritis. She was having bowel issues because of her rheumatoid arthritis meds. And talking all the time about how her bowel movements and how shitty everybody else in town is, how shitty Lori treated her son. His name is Jeremy Elliott, and he is schizophrenic. Lori is an alcoholic, and she is highly abusive, and Jeremy is such a sweet person. And Brenda Dickinson was aware of it, and as a mandated reporter, she said nothing. But I did. His grandmother's name is Mary Auberg. She lives in Chapel. She goes to see Jeremy from time to time. He was put in a home. His mom took over his low-income house. And all she does is get drunk. It's illegal to do these things, but who's gonna do something about it? Nobody. That's who. At least I am trying. Mandy can't help me because of her mental issues right now. She cannot mentally handle it. She can't mentally handle what's going on in her own life. She had a panic attack over opening a letter.